Sleepers Podcast Thursday, January 4th. We're flying in a lot of different directions right now. We just had a little impromptu 20-minute business meeting. Here we are. Card, how you doing?
Can we get are we still stay low and build, or like, do we got a new phrase? We make it shake, like make it happen, like the gotta get it boys. I don't know. I feel like we need to shake.
Gotta get it, boys.
I don't know.
I feel like we're definitely still staying low. I think we've been building, and now like we're at phase 2 of the build, and we don't know how to execute phase 2. We need more builders.
Yeah, like you're Bob the builder, I'm your foreman, but we need somebody else like making sure that the drywall's put up,
I've been thinking about clones. Do you think we could figure, like, is that a real option?
No, because I feel like clones are a lot of bark, no bite. Like we've been hearing about clones being a thing for like years now. Like I was promised robots and iRobot type AI technology about 10 years ago, and still here I stand not being able to head to my local Best Buy and fire up a robot to help us. And that's a shame.
If there was a clone of you, would you trust the clone of you, or would we like...
Absolutely. I wouldn't program a clone to be like me.
So that would be an enemy of ours if there was a clone of you?
I wouldn't clone myself. That's the thing. We wouldn't want that.
Well, let's say like we wake up tomorrow and I cloned you. Like you don't have a say in this. It just happened. Like we're not like trying to team up with clone Carter.
No, that'd be an option.
Okay.
Also, I'd be sick about how you made my robot too, because I feel like you would give my robot build like very sloppy. Like a AI generated bag of chips in his hand.
I don't know about that. I do think that if clone you or clone me existed, they would be allies. Like individually, we would have nothing to worry about. It'd be fun. We'd have a nice little third helping hand. But if clone you and clone me existed together, that would be a problem for us. Like clone you and I together would take us down, I think, very quickly.
Oh, 100%. They would be our ops, like I said.
Yeah, but individually, I wouldn't worry about it as much. But together, I'd be very afraid of clone us.
I mean, I'm scared of you just as a person. Like, I know we're friends and you're like a brother to me, but like also at the same time, I'll never get fully comfortable because you're a bad man when needed to be.
I appreciate that, I think. All right, let's get into the episode today. You want to start us with a YouTube comment of the day?
Of course I do. 1 second here. Let me pull this up. A lot of YouTube comments to sift through. Appreciate everyone engaging with our videos and commenting, whether good or bad. We always appreciate it. Let's see here what we got. This one comes from Rush XV. Carter, and this was on the Zach Edey lottery pick video. Carter ignores the fact that Edey has only played organized basketball for 6 years. You don't think he can improve under an NBA organization? Kid is getting better every year. Please point me to all these NBA centers who are banging 4 to 5 threes a night, and that's the only reason they're in the NBA. Just lazy fat boy analysis from Carter. I mean, Rush, you were cooking, man. Was the last line very necessary?
I mean, that's hilarious. That's really...
that last line just really just hit like a sack of potatoes.
That's really, really, really funny.
But he did make some good points, though. I will give him that. Like Zach Edey has not been playing organized basketball for a very long time, and yes, he has gotten better every single year. So I'll give you that. But I will say this: most centers in the NBA are like good for like 2 threes a night, maybe 3 even. Honestly, if you look across the NBA, unless I'm fabricating that a little bit.
I just think Edey's going to be able to shoot. That's where I'm at. I think he's a shooter, man. I really do. I think he'll get there. I think he'll get there. I have one YouTube comment I want to quickly respond to. I don't remember who said it, but I saw it in passing as I was going through comments from yesterday's episode. There was a comment that said on the white boy shit to them meter, the 10 out of 10 has to be JJ Redick. I just want to make it clear. JJ Redick is the 8 on the scale of 1 to 10 shit to them. JJ Redick wanted you to think he had shit to him and he didn't actually have shit to him until very late in his Duke career. Then he had shit to him. They're like, part of shit to you is like you don't care about people thinking you have shit to you. You just have shit to you. Stauskas was the 1 of 1 in that capacity. Chet was 2 of 2 in that capacity. JJ is 2 tiers below that as the 8 in that category.
Yeah, but isn't like JJ like the trailblazer though of white boys that got some shit to
No,
them?
because it's the manufactured villain shit. Like he was great at it, but JJ went into this like I'm gonna be the bad guy. You can't, you don't have that mentality and be the have shit to you guy. Guys that have shit to them 10 out of 10 level don't care about that shit. They just want to bust your ass and let you know about it. It has nothing to do with like performance art for the cameras, which is what JJ was.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Trust me, like this is I know like I'm a body language PhD, but like I got a minor in white boys with shit to them. Like that's I was raised on this, okay? Okay. You like that one? No?
Yeah, minor and white boys with shit to them.
Yeah, that's just like that was my original major, and then I switched.
Can we have a fake graduation ceremony for you?
I would love that. I
Like
truly
and
would.
not and graduating with a PhD in body language and a minor in white boys with shit to them, GregWaddell.
Thank you.
Like yeah,
Magna cum laude in spelling. Uh, you don't want to play, but you don't want to see me on the spelling bee. Let's say
yeah.
that right now.
Summa is better than Magna, by the
Oh,
way.
okay. Well, I'm not the best. I never said that. All right, let's move to the Discord where we have a ticket giveaway to do today. In fact, I have all the names. We now have 103 members of the Discord. So shout out to everybody in the Discord. I have all the names in a randomizer right now. Moment of truth card. I'm going to click the randomizer button. We'll see who wins our ticket giveaway this month.
No Purdue fan.
It's an Illinois fan.
Uh-oh.
Congrats to Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson.
Michael Johnson is the winner of the Sleepers January ticket giveaway. Michael Johnson, I believe, so I think there's a little icon in the Discord that you get when you boost the server. I still don't know what boosting the server does, but I believe Michael Johnson boosted us in December. So shout out to Michael Johnson. Michael, we will DM you in the next couple days, and we will get your info. You have won 2 tickets to a game of your choice, my friend.
Does it have to be a game? Like, can he like, hit up a, I don't know, an Illini acoustics group?
I guess that's up to you because you are technically the Sleepers finance VP. So
Yeah, well, just let it be known as finance VP. The seats that you do receive, because we are a transparent Discord and company, will definitely be relying on the game that you choose. Depending on the game you choose, you might be watching from Green Street. Let's just say that.
I'm more intrigued. Does Michael Johnson get to pull the like I want to go to Mackey Friday card right now?
That'd be an insane card to pull.
I mean, I think in theory he could pull the card, right?
In theory, if you were Michael Johnson, aren't you pulling that card?
I'm for sure pulling that card. I'm for sure pulling that card. We yeah, so that's our 3rd ticket giveaway winner. We had Natalie Rose, and then we had Derek. So that's a Michigan State, then Purdue, then Illinois. Good representation.
Yeah, good representation. Did Derek ever get back to us about or is he still waiting on?
He wants postseason tickets, so we gotta
Gotcha.
figure that out. But we are gonna come full circle and make sure he gets those at a certain point. But yeah, we're gonna wait and see if we can solidify where Purdue will be for that. In the meantime, Michael Johnson, 2 tickets to a game of your choice. We'll DM you. Congratulations.
I need Tristan to win the giveaway because, like, I know the games that he wants to go to. Like, they'll probably give us $5 for him to go.
Probably. You're not wrong there. Okay. All right. Let's get to the comments in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord and be eligible for February's ticket giveaway or future giveaways, or you just want us to read your comments on every episode, do so. Link to join is in the description of every video we do. It's the #1 way to support the show and make sure that we can keep doing what we are doing. We only have 3 comments today, starting with Dad Boy from Illinois, who says, can you think of another player like Dane Danger that leads their team in scoring one night and then gets 4 minutes of playing time the next night?
I can't think of a player who does that. It's just, it's okay though. We got to play the long game because I've already looked forward to what next season is going to look like. And starting center Dane is going to be special. Special season incoming.
He's never going to start for this role.
Yes, he is. Yes,
No,
he
he's
is.
not.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I hope so. I love Dane. Dane is my
Next
favorite.
season, the starting front court of Morez Johnson and Dane Danger is gonna move mountains.
Okay, I love Dane
I'm
Danger.
a mountain.
Dane could definitely move a mountain. I love Dane. He's fantastic. I hope that happens. No, that boy from Illinois, I cannot think of another player. He's so good. He plays 4 minutes a game. He's so good. Coy DePratt says, is the Big 12 maybe kind of sort of fraudulent?
I mean, were they that highly thought of though coming into the season though? I
I
mean,
think
I know the Big 12 name carries a lot of weight, but when you really got down into it, it was like Kansas and then a lot of teams that kind of fell off.
I mean, Houston is still the number one team on Ken Palm right now. They're undefeated.
Well,
So
not I'm talking about like tradition, like last year's Kansas State team. Kansas State not as good.
yeah.
I'm not sure where you're at on Baylor. Like, is Baylor better than they were last year? I mean,
No,
I think they are, but some might disagree. Texas, Texas Tech, like all these other teams you're looking at, and then obviously the addition of Houston means a lot. But I don't know. Fraudulent might be a tough word, but I don't think that the Big 12 is as good as it's been in past years.
I think the jury is still out on that. According to Ken Palm, everybody's favorite, they have two of the top three teams in the country. They have Houston, they have BYU. Those are new additions to the Big 12 conference this year. BYU is third on Ken Palm right now.
BYU is third on Ken Palm.
BYU is third on Ken Palm right now, ahead of Arizona and UConn. Kansas all the way down at 13th, but they're second in the AP poll. Baylor and Iowa State are 16th and 17th. They have more top 20 teams in Ken Palm than anybody else. I do not think the Big 12 is fraudulent. I think this is the best conference in college basketball, quite frankly. If you were making a list of conferences, why would the Big 12 be fraudulent and the Big 10's not? Why would the Big 12 be fraudulent and the Big East is not? Creighton looks horrible right now. Marquette's losing games they shouldn't lose. So,
Is the country fraudulent?
the country is more fraudulent than the Big 12 is fraudulent.
Okay.
Yeah. I have questions about all these teams individually, but no, I don't think they've dropped the ball as a group. Ziater says, building on the Big 12 being fraudulent, I would be interested in your conference rankings now that the non-con is mostly over. That's the last comment of the day, Cart. Let's just do a quick conference rankings from you.
Okay. After all that fraudulent talk, I would still go Big 12 1. I would go. I go Big 10. I go SEC.
What?
What?
How is the Big 10 too? Oh, just because the top heavy, like Purdue and Illinois are that good?
Yeah, I'm letting them carry a lot of weight. I'm not. I mean, have you been that impressed with like the SEC?
I think there's a lot more good teams in the SEC than there is in the Big Ten. Yeah.
I would push back on that. But for me, I'll let you take a shot at these rankings after
Kentucky, Texas A&M, Auburn are three,
Texas
four,
A&M
five.
has quietly not been that great.
Okay. I mean, Texas A&M or Michigan State.
Can I get a recap of Texas A&M's wins?
Yes. Just one moment. Ohio State at Ohio State by 7. Ohio State's currently the fourth best Big Ten team. SMU at SMU by 13. Iowa State on a neutral by 4. Those are the 3 good wins.
I don't think Texas A&M is that much better than Michigan State.
Okay.
Outside, but
All right, continue.
And then I'll go ACC after that, and then Pac-12 last.
Okay. I would go Big 12. I would go SEC. I would go Big East.
Oh, I forgot the Big East. My apologies.
Yeah, I would go Big 12, then SEC, then Big East, then I guess Big 10 by default because Purdue's in it and Illinois. Then ACC, then Mountain West, then Pac-12.
Pac-12 is really bad.
Yeah, they stink. And I know Colorado and Utah are supposed to be okay, but I don't really believe that they're okay. I think it's Arizona and nothing else. And in the Mountain West, you at least have Colorado State, San Diego State. Utah State actually looks really good right now. I think those 3 teams are better than the second Pac-12 team.
Can I get a quick one answer vibe check on where you're at with Colorado State as a team?
Very scared of them.
Yes, I would say so too. Nico Medvedev scares me. Scary coach name and just like scary just how he operates.
Well, that's because it's not his name. Nico Medved is his name.
It's is it did I say the tennis player's name?
You said Medvedev.
Yeah, that's the tennis player, isn't it?
That is Daniil.
Yeah, I'm calling him Nico Medvedev.
I kind of like that, Nico Medvedev. I kind of like that too. He's a lot scarier. Yeah, okay. I like that. Okay, good job. Thanks to Discord. Good questions today. Actually, as we speak, we're supposed to move on to a segment, but right now I can see in the Discord, in the comment section, Malik Perry is typing. So
No, okay, move on.
if there was one person that we would want to wait out a comment for, I feel like it would be Malik Perry. Why don't we just wait this one out for about 2-3 more minutes? You okay with that?
I am, but like you know how Malik is, he gets in and out of the Discord, so he could be replying to a comment that was sent before the new year. That's very, very possible.
Last we heard from Malik Perry, he was saying that Doug McDaniel might have something in common with Jeremy Fear soon. So take that however you want to. I believe what he meant was that he won't be playing basketball in the future.
I think so too. Malik stopped. Oh no, he's back typing again.
Malik's a big fan of threats, though. So
this could be it.
I mean,
he might be typing for like 15 minutes though.
Yeah, should we tell him? Should we tell him you're on the shot clock?
I'm about to throw it in there.
Malik, no pressure, but we are live recording the pod now. Live commentary. We need your comment. Moment of truth. We'll see how clutch Malik is. On the of all our Discord members, is Malik near the top of the most clutch that you would trust or no?
100%. But as you send that message, he stops typing.
He's not built for the moment.
Oh, he's back typing.
Who would you trust most of all the Discord members with your life?
Probably Melba.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think Melba is at the top of my list of rankings of Discord members of people I would want to go on like a 7-day all-inclusive trip with. Not to get weird, like love you, Melba, but like I feel like Melba, I feel like Melba would like have some fire graphic novels cooked up, like beachside. She would know all the drink spots, and then we would just like link back up. Like me and my wife would be like, "We'll meet y'all at dinner," and we'd have a great time.
Yeah, I could feel that. It wouldn't be a Purdue fan who I trust the most, though, even though Melba is a Purdue fan.
Kind of seems like that is who you trust. That boy D Hill is still who I would trust the most in a crisis.
Yeah, Dion's not prevalent enough in the Discord for my.
He's always there. He's always there.
I know he's always there, but like I need him active. He's such a prevalent force.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think he's just aware. He's reading the room. He knows the big moments where we need him versus when we don't. I honestly, there's a lot of people I trust. Oh, we got a comment from Malik Perry, clutch. He says, with Cohen Carr's new haircut, does that mean he's getting a new swag on the court? P.S. Carter with goggles looks like the guy Malik Hall pump faked out of his shoes last game.
I'm sure he's referring to Robbie Avila, and that's why I got the goggles because we need to tamper with him. He should be Michigan State starting center next year.
Robbie Avila and Jackson Kohler are locked in a room with a basket until one wins 50. One scores 50 points on the other. Who comes out of the room?
Robbie Avila.
Jackson has no answers?
No.
Why do I feel like Jackson Kohler might just be Robbie Avila if he went to Indiana State?
Do you actually think that?
I think he could.
Did Cohen Carr actually get a haircut? Why did I not see this?
I haven't seen it. Why don't you prioritize this cart? Let's make sure you solve this. All right, thanks for the questions. Thank you, Malik. Let's get to our segments for the day, cart. I want to start with the college football playoff championship game, Michigan-Washington. We're going to do the preview for this as part of today's episode. Obviously, a very exciting game. I think this is the most fun to watch possible outcome we could have gotten once the 4 teams were announced. I think there's an argument, even if you had included Georgia as a potential team, this is the most fun championship game because it's not a coincidence that everyone's like, oh, this was the most entertaining playoff, and Georgia just wasn't there. Like when you remove the dominant team and you've got teams that are on an even playing field, all of a sudden the games look a lot more competitive. So I'm expecting a very close game, a very competitive game. I'm expecting Michael Penix to be the best player in this game. I'm expecting the Washington wide receivers to make their presence known in this game. I want to make that very clear. And I'm expecting the Michigan defense to show up and Jim Harbaugh to do weird shit and this game to come down to how J.J. McCarthy performs. Kind of seems like we've been talking about that all year. What do you expect from this game, Cart? How are you feeling a couple days before the championship?
I will say this. I think that from a neutral perspective, this was the most fun outcome, I think. I think like Michigan versus Washington, I think will just be fun just because you had the storylines, you had the quarterback matchup, you had the guy that gets praised and rightfully so, and Michael Penix, who was a Heisman candidate. And then you have the quarterback on the other side who Michigan fans think should be a Heisman candidate and is a Heisman candidate in their eyes and is an NFL quarterback, certified baller in their eyes, and J.J. McCarthy with a chance to go head up with Michael Penix and take him down, which I think would carry a lot of weight. And also, there's just like a lot of underlying storylines. Like technically, JJ, for all the people out there who he hasn't won a big game outside of the ones you brought up on other episodes, Greg, with like Ohio State and everything like that. He did win the big game. Like he won the Rose Bowl against Alabama, against Nick Saban. Is there still more to that? Is it like the story finished? Did they get over the hump? Can they really get over the hump to win the national championship? Everything's in front of them. And I just think it's going to be fun to stylistically see what, to take a phrase out of your playbook, like the Cohen card dunky dunk. Like I'm excited to see what the Washington Michael Penix passy pass offense looks like. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does the Sam Stills, the Will Johnsons, the Wallaces, like, how do they hold up against a NFL level talent wide receiver room with a quarterback who is locked in right now and is slinging the ball over the field, who's taking pressure head on too, and like sidestepping and throwing dimes and dots just with a flick of the wrist down the field? I'm interested to see what that happens. I'm also interested to see like what Washington does stylistically against the best running back in Michigan history, and maybe a final tip or final whatever feather in the cap to Blake Corum's legendary Michigan run as a running back for this team. So it's going to be fun to see. It's going to be a fun game. With that said, Washington +4 will be played. Also, Washington money line will be played because of who I am. But Washington +4 is a must play.
Big Husky. Yeah, for the record, the phrase I've coined that's like dunky dunk for Washington football is slingy deep ball. That's what it is. I want to know what happens.
I like passy pass.
Passy pass is good too, but what happens when slingy deep ball goes up against pass rush? I don't know. I do think that's like defensively what it comes down to, because to your point, I don't think Michigan's secondary can keep up with Washington's receivers at all. Not that Michigan's secondary isn't good. They are good. They held up pretty well against Ohio State, who is also a great wide receiver room. Now Marvin Harrison Jr. did have big plays in that game. Like guys are going to get their own, but it's all going to come down to can they actually get to Penix or not. If they can keep a clean pocket, Penix is going to do what Penix always does. The thing is, I think Michigan has the best pass rush right now that Washington has faced this season. Certainly got to Jalen Milroe more than anybody did this season. So I don't know. That's what the game comes down to me. Is just like, are they going to get him uncomfortable or not?
Yeah, but the one thing is, like, I think they did get good pressure on Milroe, and they won the game in the trenches. But I think some of those sacks also had to do with just Milroe being Milroe.
Yeah.
Like Penix is going to see that. Penix is going to feel that. And Penix is going to just get the ball out in that situation in my eyes. But I do agree that he is going to feel the pressure. But if you go through the schedule, Michigan just hasn't seen it goes both ways. Washington probably hasn't seen a pass rush like Michigan. Michigan hasn't seen a quarterback to the level of Michael Penix all year.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a stylistic clash, and it's gonna be like which one's gonna come out on top. It's like how you feel about it. that I lean with the give me the passy pass slingy deep ball fun over the, you know, Doug shape running back.
Okay, that's a little harsh. So here's my flip on it because I think the much more fun side to talk about is the Michigan defense going to be able to stop the Washington offense? That's the two elite units. I think there's an argument the game could actually be won on the other side. Like, if Washington can generate consistent stops against Michigan, then I think they feel great. But do we think they can? Like, I don't know. And is Michigan still going to be trying to be cute? That was the whole thing against Alabama.
Are you saying like is Washington's defense going to be able to hold up against Michigan?
I think Washington's defense is good, right? But I think
Yeah, it's better than people give them credit for sure.
100%. But we talked about it with the Alabama game where Sharon called the game like Michigan was underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be very surprised if that happens again here. Now they're gonna call cute shit because they're creative and they do that anyway. Like they like to incorporate trick plays. They've done that in all their big games going back the last 3 years where they've made the playoff every time. But I think Michigan can have success just like ground and pounding, controlling clock, and let Corum eat in this game. That's not to say Washington's defense isn't good, but they're not Alabama. Like they are not Alabama's defense. And Michigan had enough success just being straightforward who they are against Alabama that to me I see that translating. Like if Michigan, don't you think the number one way to stop Michael Penix is probably keep him off the field?
Yeah, 100%. And in the games that I did watch this year where Washington struggled, it was the other team kind of ground and pound, like keeping Penix off of the field. And also with the ground and pound game, I think it takes away also the factor that Washington's pretty good at making things happen, like forcing turnovers. Like they were able to force some turnovers in the Texas game. They have some playmakers on the defensive side of the ball. I really like that Muhammad corner they got. Every time I see him, I feel like he's just very like one of those confident make play corners. I think he's really good. So taking care of the ball will be, you know, very, very important as well. Like obviously the offense in the Michigan Alabama game, they took care of the football. It was more so like, you know, punt, special teams errors. But besides that interception that wasn't, JJ took care of the ball in this game. And I think that's going to be massive because, you know, you don't want to be controlling the game. And then let's say you get cute or you do something that you don't have to do. And a mistake is made by somebody on the team and you get the ball back to Michael Penix.
Yeah. How much does Dylan Johnson's injury affect Washington's chances to win this game?
It affects it pretty significant amount. Even though everything I'm saying is that I'm seeing is that the X-rays are negative and that he's gonna give it a go.
Anytime you hear "give it a go," that's usually a telling sign.
Well, Dylan Johnson's been like hurt all year. Like his foot's just been messed up since like the third game of the season.
Okay, impressive year given that.
Yeah.
So my read on this is that he's going to give it a go. Feels an awful lot like Blake Corum's going to give it a go against Ohio State last year. There was no go given.
That way different. Dylan Johnson's a father.
Ah, true. Great point. Fantastic point. But yeah. Blake Corum has a barn that he wants to buy for his parents.
It's way different when it's a little one.
Okay, you're right. That's true. You telling me about how important fatherhood is nice added element to the show. Okay. Betting side of this, Washington is underdogs. I think it was like plus 180, plus 190, something like that. Last I looked, what, 4.5 point underdogs?
Yeah. What's the over under? Do you have that?
Pull it up for you.
I'd be very intrigued on what you can get that over at. Like me pulling my handicapping skills out, obviously it's going to be wrong, but can I get like 44, 43?
It's 55.5.
Okay, see, that's why I don't handicap.
So we're playing the under.
Yeah, we're playing the under then. Yes.
Yeah, that feels like an under for sure. With that said, I also don't know that either team can stop each other, but I still like the under. Like I think this is like a 28-27 game, which puts it at exactly 55, which is the under, baby. Slim margins. Special teams, are you worried about that for Michigan? Yes or no after last week?
No, because I'll give you credit on this. It's not something that has been, if it was happening all year, I'd be more worried. But I'm not as worried as long as they can like just put it behind them, which to me, they got players that could put it behind them. Like Samaj Morgan is the most likely player to put something behind him.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I want with this. I will just say I think the betting side of it, I think the value is on Washington. The value is on Washington money line. The value is on Washington points. This game should be a pick 'em to me. It should be a total toss up pick 'em. I like the under slightly, as mentioned. I think if it was a pick 'em, I would lean Michigan wins the game. But my bet will be placed on Washington, just like my bet was placed on Alabama last game. I think that's where the value is. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Penix. I just don't. I think Penix is that good. There is very much a Kemba Walker-esque element to Washington this year, and that's no disrespect because Kemba Walker played with Shabazz Napier. There's other good dudes on the Washington team. I'm not saying there aren't, but he's the hero ball type hero guy in college football, and that's the most dangerous thing. You see great quarterbacks beat great teams all the time. With that said, sometimes when you're Kemba Walker, you get a break of who you play in the national championship game. Sometimes you don't. I think Washington's playing the best team in college football in the championship game. I don't think this is a break. And I think the value's on Washington to bet. I think Michigan is going to win this football game.
Yeah, Washington. Best team in college football?
Best team in college football that is still playing. Georgia's the best team in college football. Michigan's the second best team in college football.
I'll give you that. I'll let that go.
Okay.
Yeah. With that said, Washington.
Do you want to do a personal bet on this one?
I would love to, actually.
What do you want to bet?
See, there's not really much to lose for you, is there? In this bet?
I have the bet.
Okay.
For every yard that JJ McCarthy throws for in this game, I want you to have to eat a Chips Ahoy chunky cookie.
Every yard?
Huh? Yep.
No. I could end up eating like 200 cookies.
Yes.
No.
Why? They're small cookies.
No.
They're small cookies. You can take your time. You can come back. You have 24 hours to do it. 24 hours.
200?
24 hours to do it.
Nah, I will do 2 cookies for every 50 yards.
No. That's ridiculous.
No,
it's not hard to eat.
Chips Ahoy cookies.
It's not hard to eat 20 Chips Ahoy cookies. Like, that's not hard.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But
they're tiny little cracker cookies.
I do not want to eat 200 Chips Ahoys.
Well, then you better hope Washington wins.
Oh, wait. Washington has to.
If Michigan wins, you have to eat a Chips Ahoy cookie for every yard that JJ McCarthy throws for. Which, by the way, you're acting like, oh, it could be 200. No, you think McCarthy stinks. It could be 140. That's not many.
That's still a lot of cookies, man.
You have 24 hours to do it. That's not a ton of cookies. I'll even buy the cookies. That would be it. You have 24 hours to do it. But on camera, you have to eat a cookie for every JJ McCarthy yard he throws for. Chips Ahoy Chunky, the little tiny little Chips Ahoys.
Can they be the Chips Ahoy Chewy?
It can be any variation of Chips Ahoy, but you have to have at least one full package of the brown Chunky.
Those cookies are big.
No, they're the same size as the Chewy. Trust, I'm a Chips Ahoy connoisseur.
All right, fine deal. What are you doing? Are you doing a cookie for every Penix yard?
Come up with your side of the bet. I mean, I would, but I love Chips Ahoy. But that might be 450 Penix cookies.
Okay. All right, we'll do this. Because Penix could throw for 400 yards, and I don't want to see you eat 400 cookies. If Washington wins, you have to do. I'll cut you a break. You do the difference between Penix and McCarthy's yards.
I like that. Okay. I like that. That feels great.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Deal. And I want to add this. So it becomes a challenge at that point, right? Like if JJ throws for 200 yards and Michigan wins, you have 24 hours to eat 200 Chips Ahoy cookies. If Penix
Yes.
throws for 400 yards and JJ throws for 200 and Washington wins, I have 24 hours to eat 200 Chips Ahoy cookies. If the challenge is not met, whatever the number is of remaining cookies that you did not eat, you have to wear a Michigan shirt everywhere you go for that number of days. So if you are 100 cookies short, 100 consecutive days, you have to wear a Michigan shirt.
Okay. I'll do that. But the same thing for you. I want a framed picture of Connie and Dave and Murph all in Michigan State gear. And I want a picture taken and I want it framed and I want it sent to my house.
Okay, deal.
Okay, deal.
Wow, I think I'm really excited for this Levers bet. I can't wait for this. All
I
right,
really hope I don't have to eat cookies, man.
let's go to topic number 2. I want to play a quick game of college basketball tiers.
Tier
So
3. Oh,
no,
sorry.
this is going to be a little more defined for me. I have an elite tier, a great tier, a good tier, a not buying them tier. 4 tiers: elite, great, good, not buying. Want to go through the top 20 teams in the country quickly. What tier
Okay.
is this team in? Houston. What tier is Houston in? Elite, great, good, not buying.
Great.
I put them in good. Why do you have them in great and not good?
Because there's still Kelvin Sampson in Houston. And that's the difference between elite and great. Or great, yeah, great to me.
Okay, I'm gonna put them in good. Also, I think we need Guy to make graphics for this. Like at the end of this, I want a tier maker graphic from Guy from your tiers and from my tiers. I have Houston in good. Purdue,
Elite.
elite. I agree with you there. BYU,
Good.
not buying them.
Wow.
Not buying them.
Well,
Not buying.
is
Not
it
buying.
is it there's one between good and not buying, right?
Elite, great, good. Not buying them.
Oh, okay. So okay, all right. Well, I no good. You got to give them credit. You got to say good.
Do you gotta give them credit?
Yeah, I feel like when I watch them play, I think that's a good basketball team.
They've played 3 top 100 teams this season. They beat San Diego State at home. They beat NC State on a neutral. They lost to Utah.
I
Not
still think
buying
they're
them.
a good basketball team.
Not buying them. 3rd in the country on Kemp. Not buying them. Arizona,
Elite.
elite.
Mhm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think they're great.
Funky thing, like you said, funky things happen when you got to do that little short travel model thing that you told me about. That team is still elite.
I think people really want Arizona to be elite, but in reality, they're just honestly, they might just be good. I mean,
Ooh,
an elite team doesn't lose to Purdue, Florida Atlantic, and Stanford in a 2-week span. Like that's at some point win the games. Like
I'm still going elite.
they're getting a lot of style points, and nobody watched the Stanford game. I'll give them great, but even that's speculative. UConn,
Great.
I think they're great.
Yeah,
I think
great.
they're right with Arizona.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to put them in elite, but
What's the
I'm
difference between Arizona and UConn to you?
Arizona's healthy.
Okay. Alabama.
Not buying it
I think Alabama's good. Why are you not buying them?
because I don't think that the front court can check anybody and or not foul.
Hmm. Okay. I guess that's fair. I just think Oats teams are always good, even if Oats teams are bad, if that makes sense. Like this is a bad team, but it's an Oats team, so it's a good team.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Good.
I think they're good too. I really want them to be great, but I think they're good
They're
right now.
good right now. Yeah.
Illinois.
Great.
I think they're great.
If they get redacted back, they're elite.
I think they're great. Either way, not elite. I think they're great. Duke.
Great.
Whoa. Not where
Yeah.
I expected you to go. I thought you were debating between two tiers that are away from that.
No, I think I'm buying them more now.
Okay.
I
Because they
think
beat
the I think the I think
Syracuse?
like the I think the shift to the guards that might be better than the other guard that everyone liked. I think I see I like it.
I guess. I mean, Tyrese Proctor had 14 points off the bench last night. He looked pretty good.
Yeah, that's off the bench Proctor. I
Okay.
like it.
I'm not buying Duke. Just gonna say it.
Not
Not buying
buying.
Duke. Not buying.
You won't even get them good.
No, I think I'm just not buying them. I think they're soft. They can
Okay.
they can, they can be talented, but until they stop being soft, I'm straight up not buying them. I'm out on them. I think they lose probably their first game of the NCAA tournament. That's where I'm at.
I bumped them down to good.
Nope, you have them as great. North Carolina,
I forgot they're soft.
North Carolina.
Good.
I think they are.
You think they're good?
I think they're great.
Ooh.
I think they're great. I think I've been wrong all along, and North Carolina is going to like run through the ACC.
Wow. I mean, they are my ACC
I
champion, my Tar Heels.
just realized I'm wearing a Tar Heels hat. Well, I
Oh,
said that. I
wow.
think they're
Let's
great.
go.
Let's go speed round for these final 10. Auburn,
Not buying.
not buying them. Marquette,
Good.
good. Kansas,
Elite.
great. Wow, you have a lot of elite basketball teams. A Marco Jackson starts for an elite team? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Creighton,
Not buying it.
not buying them. I'm really sad about it, but it is what it
Yeah.
is. Wisconsin,
Good.
not buying them. Baylor,
Good.
good. Iowa State,
Not buying it.
not buying them. Kentucky,
Great.
great. Clemson,
Ooh, borderline, but I'll go good.
I'll go good too, but I feel really gross about it. Michigan State,
Good.
not buying them.
Damn it.
I have a lot of teams I'm not buying. That's what I took away from this exercise. Okay, final topic today. I want to play a game of midseason transfers. I'm the college basketball commissioner. I flew in out of nowhere and I said, new rule. Everybody can transfer wherever they want and play tonight. Somebody
You're
could
shaped like Mark
literally
Henry.
thanks. Somebody could literally leave their program today and an hour later play for a new program. That's the new rule. I want you to give me 5 guys that you think should transfer and where they should go before this season ends to be midseason transfers and save both their new team and their own personal seasons.
Okay. First, I would do Carson Cooper to Western Michigan. I think that improves both programs.
Great. Thanks.
No, sorry. Let me get serious here. I think the first one I would do is one I actually brought up earlier in the season, but I would take Mac from Harvard and actually send him over to Indiana.
It's a really good one. It's a really
I
good
really
one.
like I really like I think he fit right in there. You could send Cardio Cups back to the bench and like give me Mac and Galloway.
Yeah, it's a really good one. And the number one thing Indiana needs is a guard that isn't active.
That isn't what?
Active.
Active?
Yeah, like Malik Mack hasn't been playing. He's been in and out of the lineup.
I forgot he had pneumonia, mono.
That's just exactly what Indiana needs. Another guard that isn't playing.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, next up.
Oh, I'm doing all my 5 first.
You want to alternate? We can alternate.
Do we alternate? Yeah.
We can alternate. If I say a player, are you allowed to then pick that player later? I feel like if the player said, you should have to adjust.
Yeah, if the player said you adjust.
Okay. I la 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 la. Where do I want this guy to go? I thought I had this lined up. No, I got it. I want he shouldn't need to go there. I want Boo Booey on Kansas.
Ooh, Bowie on Kansas. Wait, so
On Kansas.
can I not even do a Kansas? Oh, like
No, you can do Kansas. You can't do Boo Booey.
okay.
I want Boo Booey on Kansas. Sorry, Dewan. Take a seat. Let's get a guard that can shoot, that can go for 25 a night, pairing with Hunter Dickinson for Bill
Well,
Self.
you took my next one, but I'm glad I can still do it. I want to send Dalton Connect to Kansas.
Yeah, that's really good too. That's really, really
Sucks
good
to Tennessee,
too.
but
That's really, really good too. Okay. I want to send Olivier Kamwa to Purdue.
ooh,
I think that team becomes unbeatable if Olivier Kamwa is the starting four next to Zach Edey.
damn, I should have took over and sent Olivia and Combo to Michigan State. I do need to send somebody to state. Who do I want to send though? I kind of want to send Hunter. Actually, yeah, I do. I want to send Hunter Dickinson to Michigan State.
I mean, this was like a fun little guys who are on like, well, no, you're taking this a different approach than I would.
Should I do it? Should I do it as a guy that like needs a change of scenery, like that type of situation?
That's what I'm doing. You can do it however you want. You're just taking first team All Americans and putting them on new
Yeah.
teams.
Okay. Let me switch it up a little bit here. Let me
It's
switch it up.
okay. It's okay. You can take Hunter and put him on Michigan State. Just do it.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Fine. Just yeah. I'm going like guys that I think should
Actually, no. Hell no. 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 Cancel that. Cancel that. I'm taking Dane and I'm putting him on Michigan State.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dane.
I like that. Okay. I am. I have players listed, but I don't have the schools I was going to send them to. I'm going to take Connor Season, and I'm going to send him to. Who needs a Season right now? Everybody's good at these spots. I'm going to send Connor Season to Creighton.
Connor Season to Creighton.
I think
Wow.
Creighton just needs good players. And I think Connor Season is better than Stephen Ashworth.
Okay. I mean that's definitely a fact, but just interesting one. Interesting a Season for Ashworth.
A Season in a Creighton offense would be fun to watch.
That would be fun.
I think
Okay. I'm sending Xavier Booker. Ooh. See, I know where I want to send him, but I don't know if that'll be more playing time for him, but it's who I want to see him play for. I want to send it to Kentucky.
That's fun. That's really fun. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I would get behind that for sure. I'm going to send Boogie Ellis to Baylor.
But you're not allowed to do that. I thought that was like you can't send the guy that's like Boogie's good. Boogie's starting. Boogie's gunning.
USC 6 and 7.
Okay, so we can take that. Okay.
I don't see the point in taking a first team All American off a team that's in line for a 2 seed. Like, I'm sure Boogie Ellis wants to make the NCAA tournament. That doesn't appear that's going to happen this year. So,
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I will send Doug McDaniel to Illinois.
It's a good one. It's a very good one. I thought about that. Okay, my final one here. I'm going to take Judah Mintz. I'll put him on Gonzaga.
On Gonzaga?
I'm going to take Judah Mintz and put him on Gonzaga.
Can I get a little bit of explanation on that?
I just think Gonzaga's guards actually aren't that good. Like,
okay, so
we like to think they are, but if you actually put like a really good guard on a team that pretends they have good guards, Gonzaga would look really good.
Okay. I like that. I'm taking TJ Power from Duke, and I'm putting him on Colorado State.
Oh. Okay.
Damn. Give me Nico Medvedev with
a
TJ Power.
a lot of Nico Medvedev love today. All right, this was a really fun episode. Give me your one big thing presented by Bigby.
My one big thing for today is focus on what works and then focus on making that work.
Wow. Is this in regards to our conversation before the episode?
Yeah, like don't change the model in order to make it more workable for you. Do what you have to do to make the model more workable.
Just got fired up. I'm ready to run through a wall. Wow. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, my one big thing presented by Baby. I want to shout out an apparel brand that I am wearing right now. This is Swing Happy. Swing Happy Golf, as you can see.
We're not shouting them out until Evan and the boys, like, you send me my gear.
You see?
What
Can
the
we see
hell?
that? Sorry, can we see? This Swing Happy
Yeah,
Golf.
you can see it.
Yeah, just nice little Swing Happy. They got a nice little fall line going on right now. It's obviously, it's not fall, it's winter, but this was their fall line that I got for Christmas. My guy Evan Meyer, my guy Joe Higashi started a golf apparel brand that is awesome. They have like very handsome models that wear this shit in a catalog, and it roped me right in. Very
Yeah.
comfy.
When the big and tall brand drops, and you need a little bit of diversity. Not everyone's a handsome Maroon 5 looking member like Joe and Evan. Hit me up, and I will model your gear.
Our phone lines are open. Swing Happy Golf. I don't know if they have a website, but I'm just going to pretend their website is swinghappygolf.com. Go to Swing Happy Golf. Use code SLEEPERS to get 0% off your first order at Swing Happy Golf. All right, Cart, this was fun. Well, I think we have a Riley Friday coming again tomorrow. Who knows? Recaps and previews on the channel. Click subscribe. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.